I don't know. I really don't. 3 words. Silhouette, extraordinary, and gauche. Damn, these kids think it's funny. It's not funny. When one of them said, I don't know what this is. I can't read. And then, she laughed about it. I don't see the humor in that. Because, they're already sending you to prison. And, you know, not knowing how to read is a bonus for them. If you can read between the lines. So I never understood, why that was funny. And also, you know, I pride myself on not being able to play basketball, not being able to dance, uh, not able to rap. You know, I don't know how to do any of those things, but I know how to read. That I do know. I know how to read. So, I never will understand this generation because, and no matter how hard you try, you can't understand ignorance. It's not possible. It's like trying to, squeeze Play-Doh into, a straw. You know, it just, it's not going to work. So, you know, because they're already happy sending, us to prison. So, you know, you, black youth, the black youth need to get it together. You know, because it's already bad enough that your parents don't want to help you succeed, but you don't want to succeed either. So, I never understood that. You know, um, I, I strived to have a thirst for knowledge. You know, I prided myself on that. Somehow being smart, I guess that's the new swag. I think I don't know. Uh, um, what I do know is I don't get it. Um, and this also got me thinking about how a lack of education, a lack of guidance, you know, it got me thinking about 3 cases. Uh, the one, the first one uh, about Sean Garthright, that ended badly. Um, Jahara, uh, Jahara, that girl who stabbed her boyfriend, because she didn't understand conflict resolution and anger management. Uh, and the last one that really stuck out to me was the killers of uh, Dwight Grant. That one to me was crazy, and I'm never gonna understand why you got jealous over an ex. that you weren't even seeing. Uh, but I say that to say, uh, hashtag sweat equity. You know, you know, uh, if you haven't, I would recommend you watch uh, the documentary uh, 13th by Ava DuVernay. I remember watching that. You know, uh, that was a mind blowing doc about how they still uh, use slavery um, now for a form of punishment. You know, instead of just something to do in the 1800s, they use it. They take real advantage of it too. You know, because they never wanted to let it go in the first place. You know, 1865 didn't mean anything. Um, but you know, these are the things that I think about. Because sooner or later, um, our future is going to be in the hands of these young people sooner or later, and that is what scares me. You know, they're not equipped to just move around in this world. Um, they're just like more, in the way people. You know, it's a spark of rage at the drop of a hat. You know, you shoot somebody just because they got your order wrong, or they cut you off. See, that's why it sounds kind of silly, but that's why I advise like people who get behind the wheel, they should take a nap first before getting behind the wheel. Make sure you're well rested, because a lot of that comes from pent up stress and worry. You're not even mad at the person. You know, you're really mad at your whole situation that's going on that you haven't talked to anybody about. But um, but yeah, this has been bothering me for a while. Seeing all this madness, you know, and it's only getting worse from here. You know, that's why I don't like Happy New Year, because there's nothing happy about the new year. It's gonna still be the same chaos. But yeah, it's getting so out of hand with the reading um, recession. That's crazy, because it's like, why are you in school only to waste the teacher's time if you're not there, for your mind to be molded and learn. I never, I just don't understand it. You know, I just don't understand it. It's like I just shake my head, because that's the only response that I can give in this generation that doesn't care about anybody, including themselves. And I just That's all I can do is just look down and just shake my head, you know. Um, but I'm hoping this generation will turn itself around. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it's really unfortunate to see all this happen, you know, to young people that are